Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go deep in Attack on Titan. The final season of the anime is here and the manga is coming to an end along with a huge chapter to our lives. I remember watching Attack on Titan for the first time back in 2013. But for real guys, I'm sure a lot of you who started this journey with us also feels that same sad yet thrilling sensation. For this final season in this month, we are going to try and break down a couple of basic things about Attack on Titan, hopefully posting a video once a week every Monday or Tuesday, so make sure you smash that like button to show your support, also to show us that you want more regular Attack on Titan content. But for now, let's get right into chapter 135, where we learn and witness some epic shit, from the original Titan shifters to even an evolution of a new form, like Falco's flying beast Titan. Alright, so let's get into it. Right off the bat, the chapter starts off with a flashback of Ymir looking down at 3 fat pigs laying in a pen. Then it cuts to her standing on top of the spine of Eren's, a gigantic Titan form, looking down at a band of heroes who just managed to defeat Zeke. I think the point of these first 2 pages is to show us that Ymir sees humanity as nothing but vile, disgusting, and similar to those grotesque pigs. But we jump to see that Zeke isn't actually in his Titan. The gang notes that he is hidden just like the Warhammer Titan was, meaning that they're gonna have to find him somewhere in Eren's bones, which is just impossible to do. But if you guys still remember, the real reason they're trying to find Zeke is that they still think that Eren needs Zeke's blood in order to use the founding Titan's power. So if they can take Zeke out, they believe they would be able to stop Eren. But this isn't very likely to work because, as we saw, Eren freed Ymir, likely getting rid of the royal blood requirement. So after Levi finds and then kills Zeke, they're gonna learn that Eren doesn't need him to use the founding Titan's power. But getting back into the chapter, they're gonna have to go with plan B, blowing shit up. And that's exactly what they try to do. The plan is to have everyone get on the cart Titan and retreat while Armin transforms into his colossal Titan, blowing up and destroying the bones. As Mikasa looks at Armin, softly saying his name, Armin reassures everyone that Eren won't die. He's expecting them to do this. They're just doing this in hopes to find Zeke's body. But we all know that won't be so easy. Jean tells Armin that if something happens and they're not able to get out, he shouldn't hesitate to transform. And as everyone leaves, Armin remembers the word of Commander Eren: someone who can't throw anything away will never be able to change anything. Words that ring even more true with the way Eren died, throwing his life away so Eren could find out what was inside that basement, changing the world forever. Armin recognizes that they're going to have to make the sacrifices. He should let go of his hopes of saving Eren. But as he's thinking this, we see a Titan behind him and then an explosion. Everyone looks back to see Armin being restrained by the Titan's tongue and mouth. Well, everyone turns around and try to go and help Armin, but they are meted with an army of Titans appearing, shocking and despairing them. We then jump to Anya Kapun, which he crash landed by the civilian we saw at the end of the last chapter. They pull him out of the plane, but he's unconscious. But that ain't gonna stop Annie's father from trying to ask him if he knows anything about his daughter. And we also see that Reiner's mother is praying for her son's safety. Now the watchtower besides them sees everything that's happening. The people of Paradise Island are fighting against Eren. The commander general guy orders the remaining troops to fire the cannons at the enemy. They might only have 3 cannons, but they don't have a single reason to stand by and do nothing. And though he may not know the reason for why they are fighting, there are people on the back of the Attack on Titan desperately trying to save their lives. As Connie and Mikasa zips around the Titans, 2 begins to follow them as they rush behind the armored Titan, informing Reiner of their arrival. As Reiner holds the 2 Titans off, a third suddenly appears behind him, ready to bite him right at the neck. But luckily for him, Jean swings in just in the nick of time and slices the Titan behind as Mikasa and Connie uses their Thunder Spear, eliminating the 2 Titans that Reiner was just holding off. Panning out, we then see more Titans forming and begin to surround the armored Titan. It seems that the attacks from these Titans aren't just random, leading Jean to believe that they are assessing the situation and striking all at the same time. If seeing creepy gimpy ass looking giant Titans wasn't scary enough, now these mans can actually think and use their brain cells to make coordinated attacks. Oh my god, get me out of it. Even Connie started panicking, asking the others what they're gonna do since they appear to be running out of thunder spears. On top of that, Armin is not in the picture anymore, with the force of potentially losing another friend starts to bring tears to their eyes. But don't worry guys, we can rely on Levi to bring sense back to the group, as he mentions regarding Armin. If he had hurt himself, he would have shifted into a Titan form, basically saying that Armin should be safe and he's just captured somewhere unharmed. But the chances are that he's surrounded by Titans and likely near the butt of the attack Titan. Not even Levi, the badass he is, even if he was in perfect form, wanted to go charging in, telling the others to chillax and for Mikasa to not rush in until he distracts these new looking overpowered Titans. However, in all of this mess, Pieck informs Levi that it's not possible as she begins to realize who these enemies were. They have been fighting the former 9 Titans. Unaware if these Titans possesses the consciousness of the past shifters, Pieck believes that Eren has the ability to revive any of the 9 Titans whenever he wants with the founding Titans power. But honestly guys, these forms of the 9 Titans of the past times does depict the evolution that took place 2000 years ago till now. Like look at the Beast Titan, from the Armored Titan to the Female Titan to even the Warhammer Titan. You can tell that the evolution of these Titans took place with the growth of society and science.
Yes, science!
Let's not forget, a few chapters back, we learned that Annie was forced to feed on things and experimented on, which kind of developed more skills for her. And we also have to think about the founding Titans during those eras. They might have had a different image of a Beast Titan in their minds, hence formulated that into reality. Likewise with the Armored and Colossal Titans. In the end of the day, it's all about creativity. Personally, after this epic series ends, I would not mind Isayama doing a prequel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Would you like to know more about Ymir, about King Fritz, about the other generation of the founding Titans? Wouldn't that be pretty cool? I'm sure Isayama will cover it one day. But regardless, coming back to the chapter, I swear the founding Titans power just keeps getting more broken. Being able to produce an army of Titans at whim with no apparent drawback, like Connie saying it's impossible to defeat them. And then Pieck agreeing with Connie then says she can't let them do anything careless as Eren is not her friend, and begins to dash forwards, leaving the others behind in surprise. Yes, regardless of the situation, her aim was the same from the start, and that was to reach the nape of the attack Titan. And in all honesty, I don't blame her. Like what the frick? Are you actually trying to convince and save Eren, who has just murdered millions, literally millions of people around the world? And we're not just talking about enemies, but also civilians, kids, elderly. Like come on, Eren is committing a genocide. But as Pieck begins to wrap the explosive around the bony ass neck of Eren, Mikasa tries to stop her, telling Pieck to wait, but it's too late. As Pieck in her car Titan prepares to push down the detonator, shouting, "Perish you nightmare!" Blam! Just before she could pull the trigger, the Warhammer Titan stabs the car Titan in the back with a giant fork, causing the detonator to slip out of Pieck's hand as the Warhammer Titan lifts the car Titan upwards. But then Pieck's homeboy, Reiner, screams desperately at the pierced car Titan, worrying that he will lose yet another comrade from the Malian warriors. But while he's stressing about Pieck, one of his old comrades Titan appears. Yes guys, the dead Porco Galliard's jaw Titan swings from Eren's rib into the fray of the fight. Lord, this is absolute madness. Reiner recognizes his friend and shouts his name in shock, reluctant to fight back. It is like Eren knew what he's doing. He's literally playing chess by seeing the minds of everyone, and not only placing a physical hurdle, but also a mental one. Jean then sees their fight from above. He tries to lead Reiner to him so that he can also help him take down Galliard's jaw Titan. But just then, right from behind him, Ymir's jaw Titan appears. Holy god, we got an Avenger endgame going up on this shit. Everyone is here. But I think I also noticed is that Eren and Ymir is actually quite a big brain. They're sending out literally counters to these guys. Armored Titan is literally countered by the Jaw Titan, as the Jaw Titan can probably pierce through the armor of the Armored Titan. Hence, sending two of the forms of the Jaw Titan is a brilliant idea. Regardless, our OG Levi saves Jean from Ymir's Jaw Titan at the last possible second, which honestly is absolutely insane that he can still move around the way he can with all of his injuries. Just goes to show you that the Ackermans really are on another level. But anyway, Levi carries Jean away and tells him that they need to hurry up. You gotta get Armin back. There is no other way, he says, obviously in a nicer way. And by the way guys, Isayama portrays the beautiful panel of all the madness going on, and we get to see a better idea of just how many Titans there are coming out of Eren. And there is a minimum of at least 10 Titans fighting in this panel. We can see the Warhammer Titan that pierced Pieck all the way on Eren's neck, to the old Legacy 9 Titan shifters, to even the Jaw Titans. But anyway, Levi continues and says that if they don't don't get Armin, then they will all die. Connie screams, "Let's go, Reiner," as he launches the Thunder Spear directly at Galigard's jaw titan, giving Reiner some time to think back and recover a little. He is still worried about Pieck and asks her to hold on. Reiner is basically the big brother out of everyone. There is no way he's going to leave Pieck dangling from a trident. Our group is frantically moving through Eren's unending ribcage to find Armin. And speaking of a blonde-haired soft boy, we cut to him in almost complete darkness. And in his own thoughts, he thinks to himself, "I was too naive, my head. Is he trying to suffocate me to death?" He worries that Eren is trying to kill him, but then he realizes that this is not Eren's doing. All of the madness on Eren's bones is being caused by the founder Ymir. Ymir likely backs Eren's world destruction motives completely, since we learn in chapter 122 that Ymir was used and abused for the majority of her life. Eren is finally allowing her to think for herself, and she wants to watch the world burn. Armin himself also realizes this as he continues to say that humanity's annihilation must be Ymir's wish, since Eren isn't facing her will. Basically guys, Eren is letting every Eldian live out their own will. He's letting Mikasa, Armin, all of these titans fight him back because he's not going to disrupt their will. Neither is he going to stop his own will nor Ymir's. Obviously apart from Zeke, you know, his will was kind of messed up. You gotta put that down. You ain't gonna euthanize anybody here.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
But anyways, Armin begins to lose hope, saying that Ymir is invincible and that they can't do anything to fight her. He thinks to himself, is it over like this? Here, gosh, Armin has been such a Debbie Downer lately, but I don't really blame him. Anyways, complaining about not living up to the expectation and now giving up early, Bertolt arrives and looks down on Armin, disappointed. He sheds a single tear as his colossal titan appears from Eren's rib, shocking our entire cast. Bertolt's titan reaches out and grabs Reiner, and Reiner helplessly tries to free himself. Bertolt's mouth opens wide as it looks like he's about to devour Reiner. And from all of this, somehow, Reiner's parents looks up helplessly in terror. Can actually see what's going on. Jean screams out Reiner's name as Bertolt chomps down directly on Reiner's head. Oh shit!
Finally, some good fucking food.
But we all know that Isayama will never let Reiner die though.
Wait, what are you doing here?
I finally made it out of the basement.
What? Hey, don't say that, man. Don't take it literally.
I've been stored away for too long, Yusuf. I've been waiting for my time to come again.
Hey, for real though, some of you guys remember Sam from the Demon Slayer videos. She'll be helping out voicing some of these Attack on Titan videos going forward. So we really appreciate if you leave some positive comments for her so she continues doing these awesome voiceovers. And don't worry guys, she's not replacing us.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Rather, she's just an extra addition. Likewise with Kevin, our editor, who's going to be doing the Black Clover weekly reviews for now.
Alright, now get out of here. Let's get back to the video. So coming back to the chapter, Bertolt arcs his arm back and yeets him as hard as he can into Eren's ribs. And somehow having 10 out of 10 vision or some next level jujitsu, Reiner's mom falls down to her knees, assuming that her son is dead.
Of course!
Now we get a chilling panel of Eren's gigantic skeleton surrounded by the army of colossal titans. Bertolt's titan is spider monkeying his way around Eren's torso, and we get a zoom on Connie, who appears unconscious.
No!
Man's about to get devoured when Mikasa swoops by to kill the titan, screaming at Connie to wake up. Wake up, man, just wake up.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake!
Levi's injuries are clearly catching up to him as he coughs out blood. Jean is desperately clinging to Reiner. See, we told you he was alive. And Reiner says that his maneuvering gear has been broken. Jean tells him, don't worry man, mine's is broken too, as they too are about to get eaten, but are also saved by Mikasa. Let's be honest here, Mikasa really is the MVP out here. Reiner asks Jean to let go, saying he has another transformation left in him. Come on, Jean. You're strangling him, man. You're bringing him down, man. Jean, why are you bringing Reiner down? Oh, Jean.
It's time to stop!
But for reals though, Jean asks him if he's just going to be trampled down below by the rumbling, because his armor titan is really useless. Damn, that's Jean with no chill. Reiner asks if they still have a chance, and Jean tells him,
No!
But at least we will fight to the bitter end. We're all crazy, that's why we joined the Survey Corps and made our lives miserable. That was really an inspiring speech, Jean. Well done, well done. It's honestly crazy how much Jean has changed since the beginning of Attack on Titan, going from someone who wanted to live his life peacefully to someone willing to die in a battle he believes is hopeless. Jean has become the leader that Marco always knew he could be, that Marco could never become, because he is dead. D dead. At that moment, as Mikasa's swinging around, slicing up the giants into Titan shish kebabs, she notices a Titan swinging in, about to munch on our boy Connie. But Levi wasn't gonna stay idle and let his subordinate die as he grits his bloody teeth and slices the Titan across the eyes. But it wasn't enough as the Titan manages to latch his jaw onto Levi's leg. Thankfully, before it could bite down and crush his leg, Mikasa goes Beyblade mode and slits the Titan's neck, causing it to release Levi and fall to the ground. Connie shouts out, "Captain!" Connie shouts out, "Captain!" Connie shouts out, "Captain!" as he manages to catch Levi as he was falling. We then see the gang suspended in the air within the attack Titan ribcage. As they look around in despair, more Titans begin to form and surround them. Mikasa must be smoking on some good stuff though, because now that she is backed up in a corner, Mikasa starts to scream, "I am strong no matter what." But before she could finish her sentence, a familiar voice shouts out that she's acting a bit crazy as a sound comes from a giant winged entity saying, "I got you." The flying beast then proceeds to catch the others on its back and then flies away from the attack Titan. This flying entity appears to be some kind of bird-like Titan. As they fly away, the same voice says, "I didn't think this Titan could fly, but here we are. Since it flies, I had no choice but to come." This voice belonged to none other than Annie. Mikasa and the gang all looked at their savior in shock, as Annie continued to say, "But I'm glad I came."
Okay guys, I'll take it from here. Move out my way, Samantha. Now from my last few videos using my balls, the prediction Titan shifting ability, we came up with Eren's Zero Requiem theory. And to go over it once more, the theory is that Eren is foreseeing his defeat already. Yes, due to Eren also possessing the balls, the future prediction ability, he foresaw how the world will be through his own eyes and understood the route he had to take to achieve his dream of safety for all future Eldians and Paradise Island, as he knew at this current stage the world would never accept them. If his friends who are Eldians themselves end up saving the world by killing Eren, it would cause a mass psychological shift, bringing the world to not only accept the Eldian but also see them as heroes. In fact, this is exactly what is happening already. Paradis' former enemy, the Malians, all grasp the situation they are in and finally realize their wrongdoings. But Eren can't stop just because of their realization, as in the future people will continue to find hate. So his friends need to become legends for his descendants and progeny. And through this process, the world will learn the potential consequence of oppression of others. Eren had to be the devil so all hate can be focused on him, and with his death, the hate should die too. This is Eren's Zero Requiem. But guys, I also know there is a point about how Ymir is trying to take things too far, possibly even messing up the end result, as she just wants the world to be destroyed. However, I believe that even that is foreseen by Eren. Eren will ultimately be defeated, not by forfeit, but by the strength of his friends. Eren actually believes in them so much that he will not falter and not give them any handicap, meaning he's going all out. This is Eren's 100%, but because of his true belief in his friends, he knows even his 100% will lose, and that's what he's counting on. Once again, let me know what you guys think about this theory. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you smash that like button, give Sammy some positive comments, and also hit that notification bell to stay updated. With that guys, I'll catch you lot next time.